We're back live at Assembly Hall as we get set for the semifinal game number 2. Who will go on to play Peoria Emanuel in the Class AA championship game? LaGrange against Carbondale. Now we go back and we look at how things worked out earlier here today, and a great semifinal win for Peoria Emanuel as Dick Van Syak moves on to the championship game and his big win. Now last night in the quarterfinal game, LT continues to keep their veteran coach Ron Nikovich alive in this tournament with some great play last night, and they do the great play with great passing. They look inside, get the high percentage shot. Steve Davis inside gets his own rebound right back up off the glass for 2. It was those kind of fundamentals that led the Lions back roaring here into the semifinals. That was the final score last night as Lions knocked off Conant to advance here to the semifinals today. Now LaGrange, of course, has a great team, but they've also are playing a great team, and the Carbondale Terriers of Coach Tim Blyer. Now, Carbondale, of course, brings a lot of quickness out here as well, and some great quickness. A 92-80 winner yesterday over previously unbeaten and number 2 ranked Joliet. And they do it with guys like Hudson. Boy, this kid can take it to the glass with great quickness, a great 1-2 punch inside and outside. They've got the players in the supporting cast to go around that. The Terriers advancing here to the semifinal. So it'll be LaGrange against Carbondale. Where is LaGrange? It's a western suburb of Chicago. Let's take you down those streets of LaGrange, Illinois on our Country Company's Main Street footage. Settled 115 years ago by victims of the Great Chicago Fire, they came to farm and rebuild their lives. Today, LaGrange lies about 10 miles west of downtown Chicago. The Burlington Railroad provided many jobs for early settlers. Now it serves as a convenient commuter stop with a 20-minute ride into downtown. LaGrange boasts of its mid-Victorian homes, including many Frank Lloyd Wright masterpieces. Lyons Township High School encompasses 2 campuses. North Campus opened its doors back in 1890. South Campus is located in Western Springs. Their venerable coach, Ron Nikovich, has announced his retirement at season's end and hopes to go out the way he came in, with a state championship trophy. While they're cheering the Lions up in LaGrange in the northern part of the state of Illinois, down in the southern part of Illinois in Carbondale, they may be mourning the Salukis' loss in the NC2A tournament on Friday night, but their Terriers are still very much alive here in the IHSA tournament. Let's take you down to Carbondale, Illinois, and down the streets of Carbondale, as many of us call it, on our Country Company's Main Street footage. Carbondale is back in the hunt for a state basketball title, and the Terrier fans are all smiles. This friendly southern Illinois city is home to the Salukis of Southern Illinois University. Carbondale High School, with a student enrollment of over 1,000, is primed and ready to go for this year's #1 prize, a state championship trophy. All right, back here we're ready now for Carbondale and LT. That's our semifinal game. The tip-off is coming up next. We'll set the table with you when we return live to Assembly Hall, and we'll be right back after this word from our network sponsor, your local Ford dealer. Well, we're having lots of fun here at Assembly Hall and staying very young. A couple of youngsters are at center court ready to set the stage for the Lions and the Terriers. Let's send it over to Kenny McReynolds and Dan Roan.
Youngsters, huh? I guess we can deal with that, can't we?
Yeah, I know. I'm a youngster. I don't know about you.
I'll tell you what, you hang around the high school tournament long enough, Kenny McReynolds, you start to feel young, and we have a great game coming up to cap off the Saturday afternoon portion of the AA Boys High School Basketball Championships. LaGrange Lyons High School, coached by Ron Nikovich in his final season after 24 years previous. He's back in Champaign in the Final Four.
Well, he's doing such a great job. You look at this basketball team, they came out of the Super Sectional. Everybody thought Mark Carmel, who has probably the best talent, would come out of that sectional, but hey, Ron Nikovich is by far a great coach, and he showed it by having his team here today.
This is his 4th trip to the state championships in his very first season at LaGrange with Owen Brown. He won a state title. Now he's going to try to win one in his final season. Now these guys do it the old-fashioned way, Kenny. They do it with persistence, with ball control offense, and with a very old-fashioned 1-3-1 zone defense.
And it works. You know, they just come out, they're not fancy, Dan, they're not flashy, but the one key word is team. Everybody's involved. Coach Nikovich won't have any one-on-one one flashiness, he gets everyone involved, and it's worked.
The big question is, though, in this game, can that 1-3-1 defense work against shooters like Carbondale has? That's the question we put to Ron Nikovich.
I think our kids love to play it. They enjoy playing it. They understand that it's a weapon that they can use. It's something that they can use to convert their defense into offense. Players love to play offense, and they recognize that this is a kind of defense that affords them the opportunity to win a ball game.
This is a senior-dominated team, although they do start 2 juniors. But here's one of the men playing in his final weekend of high school basketball, Steve Davis, 16 points and 14 boards last night in the quarterfinals.
16 points, 14 rebounds, 2 block shots. He was everywhere on the floor last night. Steve Davis, I thought, played an outstanding game, and he's coming off an injured ankle. So, hey, that ankle injury seems to be 100%, although he says he's about 80.
So LaGrange Lyons averages 54 points a game. They hold their opposition to 41 points a game, and they're up against the Carbondale team that'll run you up and down the floor all day long.
Well, hey, when Carbondale hits the floor, they like to make it a track meet, not a basketball game, Dan. They love to go up and down the floor, but they'll have their work cut out today, but of course, we'll just have to wait and see. They have a couple of great athletes, the Terriers of Carbondale.
They had a terrific 1-2 punch last night in Troy Hudson and Rashad Tucker, 37 and 26 points respectively. But how do they handle this 1-3 defense? You just don't see it that much anymore, and that's the question we asked Tim Blyer of Carbondale. How do you handle this old-fashioned D?
First of all, I think to attack a 1-3-1 zone, you have to have a very good passing team and a very good perimeter shooting team. And our kids have done a good job all year of passing the basketball. We've got a little size out on the perimeter where we can see over it and throw across the top. And with Hudson and Bates, we feel like we've got the perimeter shooting game to pull them out and stretch them out where we can get Tucker down low.
Tucker had a big game last night, and so did Troy Hudson. 37 points and 6 3-pointers in the game.
I tell you, he's something else. To get away from that zone, he will need his outside shot today. But also Tucker, 26 points and 16 rebounds last night. But I think you're right. I think Troy Hudson will be the key, because that 1-3-1 zone, if Hudson can hit that outside shot, then you bring LaGrange out of that zone, and they go man-to-man. They're not quick enough for the Terriers.
You know, last night we saw Hudson shoot a lot of his shots from right up top on the key. He'll have to move down on either side into one of those holes in the defense to be effective here this afternoon.
But, you know, I think he's such an outstanding shooter, Dan. I don't think that would be a problem. I think the problem that Carbondale will have will be how slow does LaGrange slow this game up. If LaGrange keeps the ball on offense maybe 35, 40 seconds, that limits the amount of touches on offense that the Terriers will have. I call LaGrange the Wisconsin Green Bay of high school basketball.
That's really a good comparison. That's very much what they play like. A slow down tempo, a great defense, diametrically opposed to what we'll see from Carbondale this afternoon. Should be a very interesting final semifinal game here, and we'll bring it to you when we return right after these local messages.
As we get ready to continue to set the table for this tip-off of semifinal game number 2 of the boys Class AA semifinals, and this game between the Lions and Terriers should be a great battle. But the biggest story of this tournament, even beyond Dick Van Sciac, the winningest coach, even beyond the upsets, even beyond the fact that only one Chicagoland area team remains alive following this game or going into the semis with this game, it is Ron Nikovich. Now, Ron Nikovich, as we've talked about before, 24 years ago, 1970, opened up his high school career at LT with a Class AA state championship right on this floor. That was 24 years ago. He's not won a title since, at least not a state title, and he's back here retiring at the conclusion of this year. And all of a sudden, Ron Nikovich, who's all business, as you see him here on the sidelines before the game, you may remember how jubilant he was after that quarterfinal win yesterday when LT held on to defeat the Cougars 59-50 of Conant. So he definitely has two very personable sides. There he is with Coach Tom McCormick, the great Conant coach on your right, Ron Nikovich, 24 years retiring, and this guy has done it all. But the magic part about this is, ask any of the experts, the coaches, the reporters, the fans that are on hand here. Even Coach Nikovich will admit it himself. On paper, athletically, this LT team should probably be folding their arms, sitting in the grandstands, but instead they are here. It's the 1-3-1. More importantly, it's the emotion that they are riding into this tournament, and that emotion continues to get stronger. Back over to Dan and Ken.
All right, Joe, thank you very much. Ron Nikovich on your screen there, and this will be the first time in 5 years, Kenny, that the #1 team has not won the state championship. Proviso East had the great run, and King bracketed those 2 Proviso championships, but King, of course, was knocked out in the Public League Championship by Westinghouse, and now Westinghouse is gone. So it's really a wide open run to the championship tonight.
Well,
right now, time to meet these players whom you'll see in this quarter or semifinal game number 2. And to introduce you to those, let's go to Steve Adams at the PA.
Lineups for this second semifinal round game, featuring the Lions of Lyons Township High School of LaGrange entering this game with a record of 27-4, and the Terriers of Carbondale High School, who come into this game with a record of 27-3. At forward for Lyons Township, a 6-foot junior, number 5, Mike Workentine. At forward for Carbondale, a 5'11" senior, number 12, Lanad Cross. At the other forward for the Lions, a 6'4" junior, number 24, Dennis Carroll. And at the other forward for Carbondale, a 6'3" senior, number 43, Donald Green. At center for Lyons, 6'8" and a senior, number 40, Steve Davis. And at center for Carbondale, 6'7" and a senior, 31, Rashad Tucker. At one of the guards for Lyons Township, a 6'2" senior, number 4, Steve Lidke. And at one of the guards for the Terriers, a 6'1" senior, number 10, Troy Hudson. The other guard for Lyons Township is a 6-foot sophomore, number 34, Graham Alexa. And the other guard for Carbondale is a 6-foot senior, number 20, Dylan Bates. And here are the head coaches for this second semifinal game. In his 25th season from Lyons Township, Ron Nikovich. And in his 6th season from Carbondale, Tim Blyer.
Right now, time for the starting lineups, brought to you by DuPont Canopy, the no-till herbicide. And matching these clubs up, Kenny, you see a pretty evenly matched bracket there as far as size is concerned, but Carbondale certainly would have the quickness edge in this game, and it just remains to be seen, I think, at what tempo the game is played as to who has the advantage once we get going here.
Yeah, well, look at this. Every X goes to Carbondale, except field goes to Lyons Township. So, you know, you look at it and you say, well, why did Lyons even bother to show up? I'll tell you why. Because they're 27-4. They have a great coach, and they put the team involved. They may not have the best talent in the state. Boy, but I tell you what, coaching really makes a difference, Dan, especially when you can get your team to stay into a system.
Rashad Tucker wins the tip. Carbondale begins with a basketball, and there's that 1-3-1 we talked about.
There it is, the old-fashioned way.
Bit of a switch in the starting lineup there. Graham Alexa has come out to play the point in this defense for Lyons. Inside, ball taken away, and here comes Alexa down the floor.
So he'll slow up, Dan. They're not going to rush. They're in no hurry to get this thing going.
Davis not ready for the pass. Now regains control, and Lyons works it on offense.
They'll just swing the basketball around, look for the cutter, good motion offense, and 2 points by Alexa.
Steve Lidke wide open.
Lidke just runs well without the basketball. You know, they run a motion offense, a lot of down screens.
Tucker looks down low. Donald Green couldn't get it. Got his own rebound and scored. So Donald Green gets Carbondale on the board, and it's 2-2.
Donald Green's a great athlete, Dan. Down low on the board, crashing the offensive boards. Oh, look at that good steal there. Oh, man, look at that steal.
Leonard Cross with the steal, and he's fouled on the way up. Actually fouled before the shot, I believe, and I think the ball should come out of bounds to Carbondale. But here it is on defense.
Yep, on defense, Cross in the passing lane, anticipating the pass. He's fouled, but a non-shooting foul.
Skip in the corner. You know who? Troy Hudson, but he missed off the back iron, and Alexa runs it down for Lyons.
And that's about the only time you'll see Lyons run.
Poked away by Cross again, but out of bounds, and Lyons will hang on to it. Officials for the second semifinal, Dan Reel and David Laning.
Well, Dan, I think the Lions of Lyons Township they will have to be more aggressive with the basketball. I mean, they're coming up court, and with Cross being so quick, he's getting a hand on everything.
Very patient on offense. Licky now tries to take it in the paint, and it's slapped away. It was Cross again who got his hand on the basketball. Carbondale looks for the lead. Bates' three-pointer is an air ball. Rebound inside by Cross, who's all over the place in the early minutes here. And Leonard Cross will shoot free throws.
Well, Cross has really come to play this afternoon.
Of course, despite a record of what's now 27-4, Lyons was not ranked in the final regular season poll. They've been here 4 times, a winner in their first appearance under Ron Nikovich. And Carbondale playing extremely well at the end of the year. Decisive victory in the Supers over Collinsville. One of the strongest programs in the southern part of the state. Two minutes in, it's 3-2 Carbondale, so the game being played at Lyons pace, Kenny.
This is exactly Lyons pace. Boy, look at Cross, he's everywhere. See, Lyons Township, you have to be stronger with the basketball. There you go.
Dennis Carroll hits it from the right baseline. It's 4-3, Lyons on top. Cross-court pass, Hudson three, in and out again, and the rebound ripped out of there by Carroll.
Well, good offense, I think, that time go by the Terriers of Carbondale. They move the basketball around, they get it out to Hudson, he's open for the shot.
Lidkey penetration, Davis going up for the first time, and he did not get it. Lyons does a nice job trying to get back, but Tucker swoops into the hoop and scores. First hoop for Tucker.
He just flies right through the air. That's the kind of game the Terriers want. They want to make this an up and down game. It's a foul in the backcourt by Troy Hudson.
Hudson trying to poke it away from Lidkey, draws his first personal foul. And we'll take a timeout with 4:55 to go in the opening quarter from Champaign. It's 5-4, Carbondale leading Lyons, and one of your network sponsors is Country Company. Coming up at halftime, the AA three-point showdown sponsored by Country Companies. Those 4 will be involved. He crowned a Class A champ and a Class A slam dunk champion too. We'll get to the AA dunkers a bit later on tonight.
Could you shoot from three-point range?
No.
You're a big guy. You probably went down low, right? Like the bang.
I couldn't do any of it. Lyons skips it across the defense of Carbondale, but nothing there. Now Lidkey, three-point attempt goes off the back of the rim. Carbondale trying to extend that lead. Off the dribble, Tucker is fouled on the way up.
Well, I tell you, Tucker really attacks the basket. That's what I like about Tucker. You know, he scored 26 points and pulled down 16 boards yesterday. But watch how aggressive he is, Dan. He gets the basketball. Now, he's their center. He's a big guy, a little crossover dribble, attacks the basket, and he's fouled out front. He'll be at the line now to shoot 2.
Second foul on Steve Lidkey, so he's in a bit of trouble here. Only 3.5 minutes into the game. Tucker misses the free throw.
Full court pressure. You want to get out the corner.
They handle it well, get it to the corner. Davis now up, and paint shot is off the back iron. Another rebound for Carbondale, and here come the Terriers. Good pass, Green, and he lost it out.
Lost it on the way up. You know what? I think Green tried to dunk it before he had the ball.
Well, Tucker found him.
Yeah,
looked one way, threw it the other.
You can't dunk it until you have it. Here it is again. See, I think he was ready to slam it. Never had it control.
Right off his knee, so Lyons has it back and a chance to tie with 4:05 to go in the first quarter. As advertised, low-scoring, low-tempo game so far.
Well, if you're Lyons Township, you take your time. That's your basketball, and it also limits the amount of offense that the Terriers have, and a nice layup there.
Graham Alexa takes it right to the rack, right down the paint. Tie game at 6, and Hudson looking for his first points, can't get him. Tucker fouled as he rebounds and tries to put it back.
See, now, Hudson, that was a bad shot. He forced that shot, but I think that comes from not touching the basketball. He's only had 2 shots in the first quarter. Here it is again. See, that's a bad shot. He's in the land of the Giants. He forced it, but they follow up on the offensive glass. It's number 31 there, Tucker. He'll be at the line now shooting 2.
Troy Hudson still looking for his first points in this game. But that's a lot of what Lyons will do to you, Kenny. They'll make you impatient.
Yeah.
You don't score much, don't do much on offense. You come down and tend to hurry things and get off a forced shot rather than sit back and work for a good one.
And that's what they want you to do.
Carroll in the corner. Alexa down the baseline, whips to Davis in the paint. His short jump shot rolls off, no good. Carbondale trying to run.
Lyons jumping back on defense quickly. Got to get out on Hudson, though.
Hudson able to square up that time, and he drained it.
Yeah, you have to do a better job recovering to get out on Hudson.
Dylan Bates, good job of finding Hudson cross court there. And the biggest lead of the game so far for Carbondale, 10-6.
Screen by Davis.
Alexa working a 2-man game with Davis now off the dribble. Dennis Carroll looks inside. Warkentine, little hook shot.
Well, you don't want that shot.
Tucker got a piece of it. Bates can shoot the 3. Green works in the paint. Good look outside. There's our man again, but he missed. Hudson off the back iron and saved by Lyons. So Lyons avoids further trouble on that possession. Has it back.
Oh, what a steal.
Here comes Hudson all by himself.
Again, Lyons, they have to do a better job of protecting the basketball. If they call a timeout, they're not handling the ball well at all, Dan. They have to do a better job of being more aggressive with the basketball, protecting the basketball, handling the basketball. You can't break it. It's not an egg. You can be really aggressive and hold it.
Ron Nikovich with a Bobby Knight-like stare down at his point guard after this strip.
See, you know, he's really lackadaisical with the basketball, and Hudson is so quick, such a great athlete. He just takes it away and walks in for an easy 2 right into your Denny slam cam.
Jackasses! You had a jump shot, and you go for a layup. Take the shots. For Christ's sake, what the hell are you doing out here? Why the hell don't you play to your talents? For God's sake, now get to the damn wing where you belong, and get to the ball to the 2-man. You guys are playing like jackasses. Go. Jesus Christ.
Nikovich in no uncertain terms, letting his team know what he thinks of their play in the first 6 minutes.
You know what I like what he said, though? He said, hey, let's play to your advantages. Do what you do best. And that is, of course, everybody involved. Play to your advantages.
That's the part you picked out of it, huh?
Yeah. He has done a great job to get in here, though, hasn't he?
Oh, no question about it. It's certainly an underachieving team, although they have some talent. Davis, a little hesitant to go up with a shot that time, and finally didn't get much of one at all. Carbondale on the run. And trying Hudson gets it on the run himself. It's 14-6 as Hudson leans in for 2. He's got 7 in the game now.
7 quickly. All of a sudden, Hudson's starting to feel it.
Lipke to Carroll, back to Lipke. They work the right side now. Lipke comes free on the baseline, and he hit it. Patience pays off that time for Lyons as Lipke comes open. He's got 2 field goals and 14-8.
Patience paid off. He come away with a nice, easy baseline jump shot.
An edge cross and the entry pass and a foul called inside on Davis.
Oh, that's 2 quick ones on Davis trying to battle Tucker. I think the Terriers are doing a great job right here, Dan, getting the entry pass into Tucker. That's 2 quick fouls on Davis. Now he'll have to take a seat.
Mark Witowicz checks in for Davis. Witowicz, 6'5" senior. Ball out of bounds to Carbondale. Steve Davis with 2. Lipke also has 2. He's playing on. And good soft touch by the big man Tucker. He's got 6 points in the quarter. So Tucker and Hudson doing the job offensively once again for Carbondale.
Just like last night.
Poked away again by Cross and out of bounds.
Has to be better and be stronger with the basketball. Carbondale on a 10-2 run the last 3 minutes.
Green game replacing Tucker. For Carbondale, also on is Tony Penn.
Foul out top.
.43 seconds to go. Foul on Tony Penn. 4:15 on the dribble.
Bringing that back out, swing it around.
They come down inside. The little guy gets it working. And again, had a shot.
Didn't take it.
A little intimidated by the bigger players of Carbondale on the inside and did not shoot it.
Yeah, I think once you get the basketball, maybe one head fake, then just go up. Then a 3, 4, 5 head fake. By that point in time, you're just defeating your purpose because your defender knows you're not going up. There's a screen, pick and roll. There it is. Easy textbook play.
Lipke to Carroll for 2.
Carroll with the pick, Dan, and he just rolls right to the basket. Lipke with the nice entry pass and the layup.
And then Lipke knocks it out of bounds. 10 seconds to go, 10.6 to be exact.
Can you imagine? I know you saw Mark Carmel play, and they were in the same sectional with Lyons. If you put that team in a system like this, how good that team would be.
Hudson lost the ball. They're still trying to save it. Knocked in the air and stolen away. Lyons makes the play. 2 seconds left, though. They're not going to get a shot. And that is the end of the first quarter. Carbondale emerges from these first 8 minutes with a 6-point lead over Lyons, and we'll be back with more after these local messages. Kenny McReynolds with the Second semifinal in the boys AA high school basketball championships. Carbondale with the basketball and a 6-point lead as we start the second quarter.
There's your zone by Lyons Township.
Green trying to back in against it. Ball knocked away. Hudson comes out of there with it. Wild shot off the back iron, no good. And rebounded by Chris Korinsky, just in the lineup for LaGrange Lyons. Korinsky, 5'11" senior. Starter most of the time. Korinsky averaging 8.3 a game. That two-man game. Alexa and Davis again, but nothing doing there. Carroll beyond the arc. Pulls up just inside, and his shot is short.
And he took it too soon for their system.
Fakes, good pass inside. Tucker on the way. Short. Again, it's knocked away as Alexa dribbled through a double team there. And Tucker streaking in, has it blocked away and stolen.
Nice block by Carroll.
Now Lipke to the floor. Picks it up. Dribbles and scores.
Well, no one picked him up. They had left Lipke standing there, so he decided to take the shot.
I think the Carbondale players thought Lipke didn't have a dribble on. So he was able to put it on the floor once, get himself squared, and go on up and shoot it in.
Whenever in doubt, play defense. Oh, nice move by Tucker.
Tucker just went right around Davis, and that really got Ron Nikovich going on the Lions bench.
Well, see, Davis knows he has 2 personal fouls, too.
18-12, Davis right back.
You notice Davis went right back. Tucker went for the block, so Davis stopped, did a little head fake, goes right under him for the 2 points.
First hoop for Steve Davis in this game. It's 18-14. Lions hanging right in there. 5:45 to go in the first half. Inside, Green, tough shot in traffic.
Real tough shot and a lot of traffic, and he comes away with nothing but net.
Lipke takes advantage of an opening, but he missed the shot. A good opportunity for Lyons there, but couldn't get the shot to go down. Now Hudson, crossover, Payne looks inside, ball stolen again.
A little too fancy. Notice, look at the Lions of Lyons Township in no hurry. They'll just walk it up, take their time.
Carroll deep, Lipke wide open and missed it again. 2 in a row. Tucker hits the deck. Lipke gets the basketball back, and it's gone a little sloppy in the last minute and a half here.
Neither coach is happy with this play. There's your pick, there's your fade. Instead of rolling, that time he faded. Kick that out.
Davis goes ahead, 16-footer, no, but the rebound by Carroll.
No one blocked out Carroll. So Dennis Carroll was wide open. The 6'4" junior said, hey, you're not going to block me out, I'll take it. And timeout Carbondale.
So Carbondale takes time. The Terriers continue to lead here at the Assembly Hall. It's 20-16, and one of your network sponsors is All Sports.
Well, Dan, you also have to remember that Lyons can do a good job on the offensive boards. Now, here's a shot wide open that won't fall, but watch Dennis Carroll. No one blocks Carroll out. He just comes in and rebounds the Steve Davis missed bucket. You have to keep an eye on your man at all time. You must put a body and block him out. Field goal percentage just about even.
Down low it goes again in traffic. The ball was knocked away, and Lyons will get it. Lenad Cross couldn't hang on down deep. Into the ball game now for the first time in the tournament here in Champaign. Antoine Mitchell, number 34 for Carbondale. Mitchell, 5'10" junior. Turnovers pretty even as well.
I think Mitchell's in here now to try to get some speed and more quickness in there.
Third tip won't go, and finally Carbondale gets it. Another missed opportunity for Lyons. Green. May have been touched last by Green, but the officials didn't see it that way.
They say it was hit from behind. Here it is again. And here's Green. Carbondale's ball.
Cross and Bates get mixed up in the corner, and they lose it out of bounds.
They ran into each other, and say again, I think it's the tough defense and the slow-down game of LaGrange Township that's really, really frustrating the Terriers of Carbondale.
Well, that's the idea. Carroll pitches out in the corner. Karinsky couldn't get it again. Davis works hard inside.
What a job again in the offensive boards, huh?
And the Lions back within 2.
That's 4 offensive boards on the night for the Lions.
Mitchell, you can't drive into that zone, Kenny. It's happened several times here in the second quarter. Karinsky bangs it up on the board. He gets fouled on the way in, and Lions will have a chance to tie it.
Everything going the Lions' way of Lyons Township, and they're doing it with defense. You can't go into that double team there in the zone. Here they come on the bust out. Something you won't see too often. Lyons Township on a fast break. And, man, that ball almost went in, Dan. Look at that. That's what they say when you hear a whistle. Throw it up.
Karinsky did a good job, strong to the basket. 64% free throw shooter for the year.
There's Pat Nikovich, Ron's wife. Hey, I wonder if she's going to the prom with him. Ron told me Thursday night, hey, I'm a senior in high school. It's my last year here, and I'm going to the prom. He said he will not go to graduation, but he'll go to the prom.
She's at the dance. Battle for the ball underneath, out of bounds to Lyons. So now LaGrange can take the lead with a basket. Carroll up, no. Tip Davis no good, and Carbondale has it.
Boy, it's a big break for Carbondale.
Hudson, 4-3, missed it. Tucker to the floor to get it. Mitchell shot is blocked by Litke and pulled out of there by Lyons.
Again, they get 2 shots, Dan. 2 bad shots, 2 forced shots. But LaGrange had to take advantage of it.
Leonard Cross will check in for Carbondale next. Dead ball. Shot up. Davis, no. Boy, another great chance. These guys just can't get the layup to go in. Tucker through traffic. Good luck to Hudson.
Great look by Tucker. That's what they want to do. Make this an up-tempo, open style, open court basketball game. I really like Tucker. I really like Tucker.
Carroll in trouble. Off the foot of Bates and out of bounds to Lyons.
Hey, let's take a look at Ron Nikovich's wife. She said, yeah, no. Oh, man. Yeah, all right. Yeah. Oh.
You see that little scene played out in basketball arenas all over the country, boy.
Up, down, yes, yes, no good.
The life of a coach's wife.
Oh, man.
Karinsky, that's a 3. In and out. No good. Rebound Carbondale.
Well, Lyons Township, they're getting good shots. Just can't get the lid off.
Bates airs out a 3 try. Rebound Green banked it in.
Yeah, Green just reached over the top, gets the offensive board, comes away with the easy 2. Lyons Township, Dan, just shooting 33%.
The percentage has really dropped off in the last couple of minutes. They've missed so many shots in close to the basket.
They've missed a lot of layups.
Carroll leans in, bangs hard, can't get it. And to the floor it goes, get a jump ball call.
Carroll's hurt. But then Davis. Steve Davis with ankle.
Holding his right ankle.
Remember, he came in with an ankle injury. He injured his ankle with 2 games remaining in the regular season. He came into the tournament complaining of his ankle. Played well last night, but he doesn't look too healthy now.
Well, he really doesn't. He's hobbling his way over toward the bench, and replacing him is Mark Lutowitz.
Here it is again. Boy, they missed so many layups. Carroll misses the layup. Right there, Davis comes down and twists the ankle.
What happened was Carroll banged in, knocked Hudson to the floor, and Hudson rolled up on the ankle. Litke had a look at it 3. Going to take this jump shot, and he hit it. Got a good-looking jump shot. Steve Litke with 8 in the game, 24-21.
Well, LaGrange needed that one, Dan, because they just had a lid on the basket.
knocked away and out of bounds. Carbondale will keep it. Carroll creating some havoc over there in front of his bench. Well, they look inside to Tucker against 3 players, and he's stuck on the baseline. Another turnover. That's 8 against Carbondale here in the first half. It's up. Good.
Nice head fake. Got Tucker up in the air. Just laid it up and in.
First hoop for Mark Rotowitz. It's 24-23. Now Green has it slapped away. Picks it back up, and a shot on the way is good. Donald Green picking up the offense here in the second quarter for Carbondale.
In, out, and in. 8 points for Green.
It's 6 in the quarter, and look out here. Boy, Tucker, Dekalipke, no call.
Well, you're on a Big Ten floor. You might as well play by Big Ten physical rules.
And Lyons down by 3 will hold it for a final shot. You see the clock in the lower right-hand portion of your screen. Need to get it going here. Ricky with Green on it. Steps on the line. And with 4.6 seconds to go, Carbondale with a chance now to get the final shot. Don't forget the AA three-point shootout coming up at halftime. Here's the shot by Hudson. He almost got it to go. So Carbondale and Lyons Township leave the floor after the first half of their semifinal game. It's being played out to Lyons tempo so far, and the Carbondale leads it by 3, 26-23. Right now, let's send it down to Joe Passion standing by with Lyons coach Ron Nikovich.
Well, Coach, you go in certainly not as you'd like to, but it seems the team made a little bit of a comeback there in the second quarter.
We got to take better care of the basketball and run our offense with a greater degree of precision than we have been. And we've got to hustle back on defense. It's a very explosive basketball team. We got to be ready for that kind of thing.
I was standing over here with Steve Davis. His ankle may not be as bad. He appears it's not really twisted. It may not even be sprained. They may not even ice it at half. If he cannot come back, where do you go?
We go with Steve, with Mark Vojtovich, who's in there now, and that's the way we'll go.
All right, Coach, go get him a second half. Hopefully he'll have Steve Davis coming back in the second half. The trainers will look at that ankle at the break and see whether or not they can retape it and put him back out on the floor here in the second half. We're at the break here of our Game 2 of our Class AA semifinals, and we'll be back after this break from one of our network sponsors, Country Companies Insurance. Back here live at Assembly Hall as we get set here at the break of semifinal game number 2 with the Terriers in the locker room with a 3-point lead over the Lions. But it's also time in our festivities of Happening 94 continue here on the IHSA championship floors of Assembly Hall. And what we have here now are our Class AA Country Companies 3-point showdown finals. Now these are the 4 finalists of 64 finalists that actually came down here on Thursday night, shot around all evening long, and the 4 best out of that group advanced here to the finals. The winner of this Class AA 3-point showdown will then take on the Class A 3-point showdown winner that was won earlier here this afternoon, tonight in the King of the Hill. So let's meet our contestants here as we get ready. They'll each have 5 basketballs for Micah, Chad, Mark, and Corey on 3 racks. They'll have them out on the wings at the 3-point circle and also at the top of the key. Each basket made goes for 1 point, and they have a 45-second clock in which to make those.
Hey, Joe, is it 5 basketballs or 4 basketballs?
It is 5. I'm correcting that. They put 4 in the rack and hand 1 to the player.
Okay.
Because it only fits 4 in the top rack, they put 4 up there, and as you'll see, the officials out on the court hold the 5th ball and hand that to them.
And they also have 45 seconds, so whichever comes first.
That's right. And 1 point for each basketball. If there's a tie, then they'll go to 2 racks. Our first contestant is Micah Ogburn of Chillicothe, IVC. We'll Kenny, you talked earlier about the form, and he appears to have the follow-through, but is not getting much of a jump off the ground.
Right, he doesn't jump much off the ground, Joe. I think he needs to get his legs into it. Get a little more leg strength. That one's much better. So
now he's getting into a groove.
He put his knees into it. Get his legs into it. Much better, much better. Oh, he's on a roll now, Joe. He's on a roll.
Remember, that last rack is always the hottest because it seems as though they've found their groove by the time they get to this rack. He's already got 8 baskets.
Make it 9.
Make it 9. That's a great score. 9 out of 15 for Micah Ogburn of Chillicothe.
Is he a senior, Joe?
He is. You know what? I don't have that information in front of me, Kenny, so I'll hold back on that one. He looks like a senior, though, doesn't he?
Well, you can shoot like that. Senior, junior, they'll love you in college.
This is Chad Markley now of Rockford East High School.
Well, one thing we know for sure, Chad had the ugliest shoes of the day.
I take it you're not a red man.
No, I'm not a red fan. I'm not a fan of red shoes. Nice follow through, nice form. You notice the way he gets his legs into it, Joe? Bends down, gets a lot of good leg extension, bends down, nothing but to get the legs into it. Nice follow through.
Also got that good bending of the body when he gets the lift off the ground.
He really does. Whoa, look at he's at 8. He's at 9. He's on a roll. Got to make this one.
So far he's at 9. And we'll stay at 9. So we have a potential shootout in the making, depending upon how our next 2 contestants fire them up.
Hey, it must be the shoes.
It must be the shoes, they're saying. And apparently Chad agrees. All right, here is Mark McLean of Waubonsie Valley High School out in Aurora. Mark, one of the taller three-point shooters in the finals the last few years. You don't usually get him over 6'2" in this contest, 6'1" even.
I'm surprised he doesn't take his T-shirt off. You know, maybe loosen up and have a little more room. Keeps his warm-up shirt on over his uniform.
Well, Mark is starting to get into his groove. He's up to 7 and has 5 more basketballs to go.
And he also has 15 seconds, so he has plenty of time.
9 is the higher score by the first 2 shooters.
He needs this one.
He's got his 8.
Can we tie it? Yes. A 3-way tie.
We are definitely in line for a shootout, although let's not underestimate Corey Kuhn of East Peoria, who will be coming up next. Here's Corey.
I hope Corey gets 9. Let's start all over again, huh? Let's get 9 all the way around the board, huh?
Well, I'm sure Corey's fans back in East Peoria, and many that I'm sure are in the stands here watching Manual today, might be hoping he gets 10.
Now, Joe, where's East Peoria?
East Peoria is actually just east of Peoria.
Oh, okay.
No, it really is.
Here's 7.
Hey, wait a minute.
Here's 8.
There's 8.
There's 9.
One more for the win.
He's
got it. Corey Kuhn gets 10. Make that 11 to soak the victory. Corey Kuhn, talk about offsetting great pressure, Kenny McReynolds, and he shot them all down with 11.
Oh, what a great shooting, huh?
We'll go back to the last rack here for Corey Kuhn.
Too. Corey Kuhn, you know, sounds like a shooter.
Now, he needed 2 here. There's his 8.
There's 9. There's 10. He missed that one, but just
now he's got a big smile on his face on that last basketball, and that second to the last basketball, which I think is why he missed it. Otherwise, he may have had 12. So Peoria is cheering today for Corey Kuhn of East Peoria, our Class AA 3-point showdown finalist, and he is right now going to be competing against the Country Company's Class A 3-point showdown winner earlier today, Tori Rover of Forreston, and they will battle it off later tonight for the King of the Hill Country Company's 3-point showdown championship. Neil Goodsell of Country Companies, one of our finer agents, is down on the court and will present the awards to our 4 AA finalists.
Showdown awards, presenting plaques to the top 4 finishers will be Country Companies agent Neil Goodsell of Bloomington. And there was a 3-way tie for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. So in this order, here they are. First, Micah Ogburn of Chillicothe IVC, 9 points. Chad Markley of Rockford East, 9 points. Mark McLean of Waubonsie Valley, 9 points. And finishing first and advancing to the 1994 King of the Hill contest is Corey Kuhn of East Peoria with 11 points. Corey Kuhn is the Class AA winner, and he will meet the Class A winner, Tori Raber of Forreston, tonight between games for the King of the Hill contest championship.
So Corey Kuhn, the winner, and he'll take on this young man, Tori Raber of Forreston, who won the Class A Country Companies 3-point showdown final earlier. And so it'll be the 2 of them, Tori and Corey, trying to become the King of the Hill of Country Companies 3-point showdown here in the state of Illinois. Now we'll come back and get ready for our second half as we look at Corey Kuhn put away his last rack to offset 3 9s in front of him. He finishes with 11 to win the AA. And when we come back here in the second half, we'll pick it up with the home coach and find out how he is going to keep that 3-point lead. We'll be back with Carbondale and Lyons after this timeout with our local messages. At the break, the Terriers come back on onto the floor with a 3-point lead here over LT. And Coach Blyer, a 3-point lead is never safe in a game like this. How do you try and extend that lead and maybe offset that 1-3-1?
Well, I don't think our defense has been particularly good. Our man defense, you know, they set a lot of screens on the ball, and that's something our kids have to get used to. I think if we pick it up a notch defensively, I think we can get our transition game going a little bit. Our passing game in the half court hasn't been very well. We're dribbling the ball too much. Tucker's got to catch the ball down low a little bit more for us.
All right, Coach, have a great second half. I look forward to it.
Thank you.
Tim Blyer and his Carbondale Terriers here with a 3-point lead. Let's send it back over now to center court to Dan Rowan and Kenny McReynolds.
All right, Joe, thank you very much. Again, 26-23, Carbondale leading here at halftime. Very close game, though, and either team could pull this out in the second half.
Well, I think this game is being played to Lyons Township's pace. Dan, a nice slow-down game, only 26 points for the Terriers. But I tell you what, you talk about Carbondale, you have to think about Troy Hudson. This young man scored 37 yesterday. They just do a great job swinging the basketball around to get him wide open. You know he can bury this shot, and that's exactly what he does right here. Lyons Township, though, they've done a great job, too. And you do it with a nice little patient offense. And you see Dennis Carroll, good movement without the basketball. He rose to the basket and just goes in for the nice, easy layup. What a great system they have. Here's Carroll again. You don't come out on him. He decides to pull up, takes a shot there. Dennis Carroll with the tip in. You have to get out on him. And Mark Watovich, head fake, goes up over Tucker for the layup.
Second half set to begin. We'll return after these local messages. So Dennis Carroll completes the 3-point play. He has 9 in the game. It's 28-26. And pressure and a foul called on Karinsky. First foul on Karinsky this afternoon. Tucker on the bounce. Carried it. Going to reach in foul first.
Reach in first.
Lidke picks up the foul, and on Lidke, that's number 3.
Heard it again. Now, see, he'll coming over right there, going for the basketball. Boy, I tell you, now he has 3. He has to play very, very careful.
Hudson from 30 feet missed. He was 10 feet beyond the line.
He's 10 feet beyond the NBA line. See, now, LaGrange has to just run their offense, take their time, don't get caught up.
6:39 to play, 28-26. Carbondale has the lead. LaGrange the ball and looking for the tie.
This is not a stall, folks. This is the way they run their offense. It's very deliberate. They only take good shots. They don't rush. That's a good shot.
Sure is for Steve Davis. It ties the game at 28.
See, but Dan, now they need a good defensive stop. That 1-3-1 zone. Everybody should get their hands up. You know, get them, make that zone come alive. You know, get your hands up, get a little bouncing in there.
Good lick inside. Too many people up for Carbondale. Cross and Tucker fighting over the pass, and it comes back to Lyons. And the Lions can shoot for the lead here with 5:40 to go. Third period in Champaign. 28-28. AA semifinals. And a steal by Carbondale. This is Leonard Cross. And he was fouled on the way in. Karinsky saved a layup. Carbondale will keep the basketball.
Here it is again. This is a bad pass because Cross is right there. All he had to do was step right in.
Now wait a minute.
Are they going to count the bucket?
Oh, no, that's not good.
Let's see that again, Bob.
Cross was fouled on the way in.
Can we see that again?
And he missed the layup. The layup was definitely not going to go in.
Well, maybe they're saying offensive interference.
Well, I don't know. I didn't see anybody up there. I'd like to see that again myself.
Yeah, let's see if we can see that again.
Well, as of this moment, they counted the basket, and Cross will try to complete the three-point play.
Well, they certainly got the crowd up in arms.
He missed the free throw. Rebound Carbondale in a jump ball situation.
Okay, now here it is again. Now here's Cross. There's the foul right there. But you know what? He fouled him before he went up.
He fouled him before he went up, and on the other angle, anyway, I don't think it was touched by the Lions player.
Yeah, but it shouldn't make a difference because he was fouled before he went up.
Well, they shouldn't have shot free throw.
They shouldn't have shot free throw. The official just made a bad call. But they're human.
Lions back, trying to jam it into Davis. Did Lidke, and it's out of bounds to Lions.
Okay, let's see it from the low angle.
See if it's hit by the Lions player coming in. I think it's
Here's a foul right there. So see, he was fouled before he went up. It goes up. See, they're saying that Carroll interfered with the ball, but he was fouled before he went up. But you know what they say, Dan? Whenever you hear the whistle, just put it up.
It worked out for Leonard Cross that time. Left-handed scoop shot. Nice. Good tip up and in by Davis. So Steve Davis back from that ankle sprain to score 2 quick baskets here in the third quarter. Reties the game at 30. And a near double dribble by Troy Hudson out front.
Boy, Ron Nikovich is not a happy man.
Hudson thought about it. Tough shot.
Over the back on Davis.
Donald Green, good rebounding position inside for Carbondale that time. He was able to get his hands on it and foul as he grabbed the basketball. We'll take a timeout here with 4:32 to go in the third quarter. We are dead even. Lyons and Carbondale 30 apiece. One of your network sponsors, your local Ford dealer.
Well, Dan, what you have to do is also be aware of Steve Davis on the boards. Here's a shot that won't go, but nobody blocks Davis off. Look at that nice, easy tip. He went out with an ankle injury, but it looks okay here to start the third quarter. And we get a good look at Steve Davis.
Carbondale will have it underneath its own basket. They shoot it into the corner. Hudson down low. And they skip it over to Bates. Missed the three. Those shots were falling last night in the quarterfinals, but not this afternoon. And here comes Karinsky, the crossover. Back to Davis. And he dribbles out of trouble. Baseline shot on the way short. Pulled the string on that one. And Rashad Tucker out of there with it for Carbondale. Good look inside Green. Good hesitation and score.
Well, I like Tucker. I really like the way he plays the game of basketball. He's out there handling the ball like a point guard. Good look for Green, who went to the basket. Easy layup.
Karinsky free. Missed the shot, got his own rebound, almost got the three-point opportunity. As it is, he'll go up to the free throw line, and he'll shoot two more. He's been there twice already.
After the crossover, he uses the left hand to go to the hoop. And he's fouled by Tucker.
A couple of times in the game, and it's not just Chris Karinsky, but Lions players have made an escape dribble like that to find themselves some room in the paint, and then they haven't gone up to finish it. It's almost as if they're waiting for Green or Tucker or somebody to come across and defend.
Yeah, what they have to do is just go up aggressively and don't worry about the defender. Just go up and try to make the basket.
Karinsky, 64% free throw shooter. Mom and Dad watching from the stands here in the Assembly Hall. 5'11" senior. Got them both.
And we're tied again.
Hudson corner, nothing there. Bates. Cross. Almost had it taken away. Tucker looking long over the top of that zone. Now Tucker in the paint. Swings inside and draws the foul. He'll get two.
Well, he had nowhere to go, but he wanted to initiate some contact and attack the basket. Tucker's really taking control, I think, offensively, Dan. Now watch the entry pass. He really has nowhere to go, right? Goes one way, comes around to the left, and he's fouled. Alexia with the reach over foul. But it looks to me like Tucker wants to take control of the basketball game. We haven't said much about Hudson lately.
Free throw not there. Tucker's struggled a bit at the free throw line. He's made 4 of 7 now in this game.
Let's see if he's stationary when he shoots. When he shot that one, he was moving a lot and he was falling backward. Much better.
33-32. Carbondale by a point. Heading down toward 3 minutes left in period number 3. Carroll been quiet this quarter. Out of bounds to Lyons. Ron Nikovich watching his team hang right in there.
They've done a great job. I mean, they're only down by 1 point against this high-scoring, high-flying Terrier team from Carbondale.
Karinsky, that's a three. Well short. Bates has it. 3 on 2, 4 on 2, 5 on 2, and they get a runner in the lane from Hudson.
See, that's what they want to do. You let them do that, you're asking for trouble. Nice drop back by Bates to Hudson.
Hasn't happened very often. Now another reach-in steal. Bates has it after the steal by Cross.
Here's Hudson.
Hudson, body control. And Troy Hudson, 2 quick ones. And the lead's been extended to 5.
We went from a tie game to a 5-point lead just like that. They're doing it with their defense and taking advantage of their quickness.
See if Lyons keeps its patience now, doesn't try a quick shot here and try to catch up too soon.
Well, that's what they do best, is be a ball control patient offense.
Korinsky split the D and send him up to the line.
He's tough, isn't he, Dan? You know, not a lot of talent, but he plays hard. He's tough. Watch him step through the double team here. He'll go in this way, step through the double team, put the ball up off the glass, and it counts.
Foul goes against Dylan Bates, his second, and Korinsky with a chance for a three-point play.
Nice step through on that double team.
And he got it. His club right back within a basket at 37-35. Oh, nobody back. Cross. Fouled as he went up. Fouled before the shot.
And that time they make the right call because it's the 1-and-1, but they'll be shooting. Here it is again. He's fouled right here before the shot. It's the 1-and-1, not 2 free throws. This time the officials make the correct call.
Well, they had Cross 1 out of 2 at the free throw line this afternoon. Missed badly. Air ball.
Air ball.
So ball to Lyons, a chance to tie at 2:07. There's his dad.
Now his dad.
He'll definitely say it. I didn't teach him.
I didn't teach him that.
Another steal. This time Hudson. He's got Cross on the left side. Good catch by Cross. Tip in good, and once again it's Rashad Tucker on the offensive glass.
And that's 6 offensive rebounds by Rashad Tucker.
Tucker has 13 points in the game. Here's Carroll. They spring Davis in free at the goaltend. Count the basket. Double figures now for Steve Davis, and it's 39-37.
Well, watch Tucker come in off the offensive glass here. They get the ball up, throw it up, won't go. Watch Tucker just come in and tip it in nice and smooth. A lot of hands in that zone. Hands everywhere defensively.
And Tony Penn off the bench makes his presence felt. First basket for Tony Penn. It's 41-37 Carbondale. Carroll wide open, and he'll have a chance for 3. You know, you play that zone, Kenny. I think in practice you learn how to play against the zone. Carbondale showed up in the zone defense that time, and Lyons ate it up.
Well, what they did so well also, Dan, is good ball movement. Now watch the pass along the baseline. See that pass? He's rifling it right into the paint. And you see the guy streaking Carroll to the basket. And he lays it up and in. Just a beautiful, beautiful pass. Good passing. Good ball movement against that zone.
Dennis Carroll comes through with 3, and it's 41-40.
Low press by Lyons Township.
They beat it easily this time, and Green scores.
Good body control by Green.
Quiet 12 points in the game for Donald Green.
He's only missed 1 field goal today.
Here's that zone trap again by Carbondale. Korinsky smacked Hudson, knocked him to the floor, no call.
They're going for 1 shot.
Ricky was wide open, now takes the dribble in and scores.
And see what they do, instead of taking the first shot, they take the best shot.
Hudson with 4, 3, 2.
Gotta get it up.
Have to shoot it. He does, and it's not there. And Lyons edging ever closer with 1 quarter to play in the semifinals here in Champaign. After 3, it's 43-42. We'll return after these local messages. Don't forget, following the game, stay tuned for the Denny's Grand Slam Dunk Spectacular, brought to you by Denny's, the home of the Grand Slam meal. The AA Finals coming up. Josh Rutledge, William Giles, Derek Loving, Ben Zeitz, and here's the Class A winner, Tyrone Nesby. Kenny McReynolds still upset that he didn't get a perfect 50 on that.
Don't get me started. That's a 50. Kid's only a senior in high school.
43-42, Carbondale with the lead in the basketball as we start the fourth quarter.
Good block.
Carbondale will get it. Davis was on the floor out of bounds when he touched the basketball. Checking out the game summary, you can see Carbondale having to play at the tempo created by Lyons. That's been the big factor in the game so far. Although in the third quarter, a 19-17 score in favor of Lyons. It's very unusual for them to score 19 points in a quarter.
Yeah, it really is. So I'm sure they'll take it.
Back on the floor, Tucker fouled as he went for the shot, so Tucker with a chance to break the scoring ice here in the fourth quarter and extend his club's lead.
That's 14 points for Tucker.
Davis walks off to take a rest. Looks good as far as the ankle is concerned. No visible limp over there.
Well, I don't think he'll be out too long, Dan, because you don't want that ankle to cool off and get stiff.
Second free throw also good, 45-42. And Carbondale extends its defense. Carroll whipped it behind the back for Toyich. Perinsky, yes sir.
Hey, great passing, huh? Behind the back pass and another bounce pass for a layup.
Hudson three, no good. Rebound LaGrange, and Lyons has a chance to take the lead.
You know, when you say Hudson three, I want to say 2-700.
Stop right there.
See, okay, here's a zone defense. They should be able to play against the zone.
They found the hole and they've taken the lead.
And the entire town of LaGrange is in Assembly Hall today.
There's a big group. As we look at it, stretching from behind the Lions bench up there in the top portion of your screen, all the way back and to our right toward the end zone. Big group of people here from LaGrange. And they're loving it right now. 46-45. The Lions have gone on top.
And if he's not here, I'm sure Kenny Williams is watching on TV.
Hudson. Yeah.
Well, Hudson's three is in.
Troy Hudson gives Carbondale a 2-point edge. Alexis shot not there. Battle for the board. Carbondale has it.
LaGrange has yet to hit a three today, Dan. They're 0-4-4.
Banks lines it up and hit it.
All right, do you take a timeout?
Plenty of time left, just under 6 minutes, so no panic here.
Here comes Davis.
Davis coming right back.
They'll take the timeout.
Now they do get timeout. Tony Penn will check in for Carbondale when we come back. 5:45 to go. It's 51-46 Carbondale, and one of your network sponsors is Pepsi.
There's our scores. We go to the final 5:45. In fact, it was back in 1945. 45-0. Taylorville and Ron Bontemps was one of those stars. We showed some video from this earlier this weekend, and boy, what a great tournament they have that year. How are they playing nowadays, Ron, compared to when you guys played it?
Not the same, by far. A lot more talent, not more. They jump higher. They do everything much better.
Of course, Ron also saw some great competition as an Olympian, the captain of the USA gold medal team in Helsinki back in 1952, AA champion, and the father of Ron Bontemps, Kevin Bontemps, of course, who played at U of I.
Right.
if you're out here and you're playing, how would you change your game if you had your teenage body back?
I think we'd probably still play about the same. That's the only way I can think. But deliberate, like you say, there's one of these teams, the Lions team playing deliberate, straight ball. You don't have to run and keep up with all the others necessarily.
You still look young enough, like you go out there and go a few runs down the floor as well. Ron, good to see you here.
Thank you, thank you.
Ron Von Temps here, as many of the other former alumnus of championship teams are on hand here at Assembly Hall. Let's send you back over to center court to Kenny McReynolds and Dan Rowe.
Hey, Joe, thank you very much. While we were away there, Rashad Tucker was fouled inside. Tucker makes the first. Free throw shooting, I have a feeling, Kenny, is going to be very crucial as we come down to the wire in this game.
Yeah, especially because Lyons Township, they're over the limit now, so every foul, you will send Carbondale to the free throw line.
Tucker's made 5 in a row up there. It's 53-48, just under 5 minutes left. The winner to play Peoria Manual for the state championship tonight. And a steal, Bates, but Alexa picks it back up. Now Korinsky.
In the zone again. They're in the zone.
Ball knocked away. Carroll in trouble. Taken away by Cross. Tucker splits the D and hit it. No basket.
But the whistle blew well before he put the shot out. That whistle blew it long before he put the shot out.
Dan Ring, the official, definitive call there. He knew that ball was not going to be good.
Here's the foul right there. See, well before. I don't know what's the difference between that one and the one we saw a quarter ago, but the official got the call right this time. That's what Tucker's saying. He said, hey, last quarter, man, that's a bucket.
That was a heck of a shot by Tucker. Instead of the basket, though, he'll get the one-on-one opportunity here, and he makes it. But Tucker has lit it up now at the foul line. 5 out of 5 in this quarter. Korinsky picks up his 4th personal foul on that play. So Lions with a couple of players in trouble. Davis also has 4. Second free throw is good.
So now that's 19 points and 10 rebounds for Tucker. That's a pretty good afternoon work.
Coming off a 26 and 16 performance last night in the quarterfinals. 55-48. Time beginning to become a factor here. 4:20 to go. Korinsky 3. Davis trying to battle on that gimpy leg. Just couldn't get there fast enough.
Just couldn't get there, and all of a sudden that zone defense is bothering the Lions of Lyons Township.
Tucker finds the open man. It's Hudson.
Well, when you leave Hudson open like that, you know he'll bury that.
And Troy Hudson has given Carbondale its biggest lead.
That's his 3rd three-pointer. He's taken 12.
Timeout is called by Lyons. 3:57 to go, and the Lions will have to fight back from a double-digit deficit. Back to the Assembly Hall right after this.
Well, Dan, you know, Troy Hudson is not having the greatest game today. We saw him score 37 yesterday, but you know he's a great three-point shooter. Here it is, well behind the three-point stripe. His 3rd three-point field goal out of 12 attempts. He has 19 points and everything going Carbondale's way right now. And LaGrange cannot come out and force shots as Carbondale's on a 13-2 run.
Korinsky to Litke. Litke looking for a spot to shoot from. Can't find it. Gets a screen here. Now to the baseline. Backs it out. 3:29 to go. Carroll. And a steal by Hudson.
Right into the hands of Hudson.
Working team, a tough play on the baseline there, was crowded and threw it away. And now Carbondale to spread things out a little bit. Hudson took it to the glass, missed it, and LaGrange gets it back.
Well, LaGrange has a chance. One thing we need to note, LaGrange, they're 0 for 5 from the three-point stripe. They have not hit a three-pointer today. They may need a couple.
They get another timeout. You know, as a team, LaGrange shot 33% for the season from three-point range. Not that bad. Working team, a very good three-point shooter at 41%. Litkey at 37, so they have some guys who can shoot it. Right now, let's check in the huddles again. Here's Ron Nikovich.
Go to the hole, get to the free throw line. Give me the ball. You got the matchups, you know who you got? Mike. I got 12. I have 23. All right, now make sure you got your matchups now. Now on offense, we got to go to the hole. We're down, guys. Come on now, we got to go to the hole now. No more timeouts left.
Don't go out chasing the ball. But the thing was, you got to screen off the rebound. Come on. Let's go.
So you hear from the two coaches, Pat Nikovich. Concerned look on her face. 2:49 to go. Her husband's club down by 10.
Well, I like what Coach Nikovich said. He said, hey, let's go to the hole. Let's go to the free throw line. We can be aggressive, attack the basket. They foul us. We can get to the line.
To set some screens and get some people open. Carbondale playing a man-to-man again now.
Right to the man-to-man. They just drive to the hole. Oh, nice back door.
Back cut and up and in is Litkey. Good pass, too, from Carroll. 58-50 and a quick foul. This one goes against. Is that Litkey over there? If it is, that's his fourth.
That's his fourth.
So he has 4, Karinsky has 4, and Davis has 4.
Watch the good back door, huh? Just pass right over the double team. Easy basket. Carroll with a nice pass.
Troy Hudson has 19 points, all from the floor. This is his first free throw try of the day, and he got it.
He has 20 points, Dan, going for 21, but the star of this game has been Tucker.
60-50, 2.5 left. Karinsky 3. And rebound Tucker. There's your man, Kenny.
Yep. He's been all over the floor.
Up the floor, around the defense. A good-looking basketball player. Now another foul. Dennis Carroll commits it, and Troy Hudson will step right back to the free throw line.
Pretty soon, I wonder if Coach Nikovich will start bringing in his foul team, as I like to call them. Bring the guys in off the bench to foul, then you bring in the other guys back in to score.
Well, at this point, he only has 2 people on the floor that can commit a personal foul without being disqualified. He has 3 guys riding with 4. Hudson drains another free throw. Carbondale 9 for 9 from the line here in the second half, or fourth quarter, I should say, and that's split pretty well between Tucker and Hudson. Make it 10 for 10.
A 12-point lead with 2 minutes to go. That's going to be kind of difficult. Because the Lyons can get to the three-pointer, they're going to need some.
Carroll high off the board and in. 16 in the game for Dennis Carroll. He's had a good afternoon. Bates dribbling through traffic and is fouled by Karinsky, and that should be it for him. So Chris Karinsky fouls out with 8 points in the game.
8 points, 3 assists, good floor game. Hit a couple of tough shots when they had to have them.
Mike Steemack into the ball game for Lyons. First appearance for him today. Steemack, 6'1" senior. And Dylan Bates keeps that parade rolling at the free throw stripe.
Not pushing.
2 minutes even, Dan. It'll be tough. Lyons Township, they're going to have to get some three-pointers from someone soon.
Carbondale's 12 for 12 from the line in the fourth quarter.
And they had to have it.
Alexa, the pass to the corner. Look, he's got to get it up on the board. Davis is slapped. No bonus yet, though. That's only 16 fouls on Carbondale.
They have 1 to give. Here it is again, so they just come running right over. You have a shot to give, a foul to give, so you might as well use it right here.
Here comes back to Lutke. His three-pointer's on the way, and it's short as well. So Lyons just not able to find the range from out there. And it may have cost him a chance to win this game. Reach-in foul committed by Steemack.
0 for 8 from the three-point strike.
1-1.
Hudson back to the free throw line again.
And Dan, it looks more and more like we will have a Peoria, Manual, and Carbondale matchup for the Class AA championship.
Carbondale has 3 baskets in this quarter, all three-pointers.
Big three-pointers on that one stretch, that one run, where all of a sudden it was just boom. They just hit you, and next thing you knew, you were down by 10 points.
3 threes and 14 consecutive free throws.
That'll do it.
They've done what they had to do.
And their zone defense is really, I thought, caught LaGrange off balance.
They got a couple of good shots early, but they haven't done much with it in the past couple of minutes. And big smile on the face of Troy Hudson because he knows he's playing for a state championship tonight.
They'll be back at 8 o'clock tonight.
Not much to cheer about on the Lions side right now, but they'll be in the consolation game tonight, taking on Rockford Boiler. More substitutions on the way as Ron Nikovich gets some of his bench players in the game. Number 10, another senior, Peter Sprague, checks in. Graham Alexa, he'll be back, only a sophomore.
Coach Nikovich has done a great job getting his team to the consolation championship game tonight. Here's a team when the season started, Dan, you never thought that this team would have any chance of being where they are, but that's what happens when you have a great coach.
And Troy Hudson hits the bench.
Well, you might as well take him out, give him a couple of extra minutes rest. He has another game to play tonight, the championship game.
He'll be in the late show with Peoria Manual. Sprague jacks it up a little bit short. Lutke rebound. Final minute. Lutke's shot from the corner is over the top. Steemack rebound. So LaGrange still battling here in the final seconds. Carroll had a shot, gets it up on the glass, missed it though, and hauled out of there by Joe Cross. And Joe Cross will get a chance to shoot free throws.
So 37-7 to go. So now we'll get a couple of more substitutions coming in, Dan. As Carroll will come out with 16 points.
Well, the player of the game here brought to you by All Sport Body Quencher, all new, all taste, all performance, drink all sport. Rashad Tucker, even though he was outscored by his teammate Troy Hudson, Tucker's done a terrific job on the boards in this game and certainly deserves the honor. These two players have had a tremendous tournament, and they'll be back for a title game tonight.
Tucker looks like a point forward to me. A la what Scottie Pippen can do, the way he handles the basketball away from the basket. I don't know if he's committed to college, but he'll be a good one.
Another foul call, 23.5 to go. Free throws upcoming for Antoine Mitchell. Andy Headinga in the lineup for LaGrange. More new faces come in as both coaches make sure all their players get a chance at a taste of what it's like to play on this big floor.
And again, they'll all be back tonight also, so you may get these jitters out of the way now, too.
Steve Davis sits down. David Yates has come in for him, and the free throw good by Mitchell. Another sub, number 20, Willie Spear, another of the Lyons seniors. And Mitchell makes them both. Sprague going to shoot it. Hit the back of the iron. And a bust out for Carbondale. They can get it down the floor. Anka Spencer with the pass to the right side, and another turnover as we head down to the very end of this one. Sprague shot. Good at the buzzer. And that'll be something to take home. Ron Nikovich, Tim Blyer congratulating one another on a well-played semifinal game. But too many guns for Carbondale, and the Terriers are headed to the state championship game. The final score 70-54.
Great job by the Terriers. It's a great job by Carbondale. Once again, I tell you what, I like Tucker. I don't know where this young man's going to college, but I really think he's going to be a force, Dan, because he can do so many things with and without the basketball.
And the final game of the coaching career of Ron Nikovich will come in the consolation game tonight against Rockford Boylan. That one to precede the title game at 8:15. Right now, let's check in with Joe Passion, standing by with the winning coach and his star player.
The winning coach and the star player of the game, indeed it is. And, you know, Tim, you talked to us about halftime of it, just getting back to what you do well. You did that in the second half, and it really panned out for you.
Well, we did. You know, we mentioned at halftime we need to get Tucker the ball more. I think our first possession of the third quarter, he caught the ball and scored. And he's the type of player, when he catches the ball, he really works hard on both ends. And our kids just did a super job of getting him the basketball. And you got to give Lyons a lot of credit. They've got a game plan. They're very good at it. It's frustrating at times, but they do a super job.
LT, sometimes for opponents, like a bad cold, they just won't go away. They stayed with you. But Rashad, you shook them off. You got those inside points, 19 points, 11 rebounds. A big job on the glass on both ends of the floor.
Well, my coach told me to continue to work hard, and my team would try to get me the ball, and they got me the ball, and I did what I can with it, and we just played hard on defense, and we succeeded, and we just go try to win the championship game and play hard.
I'll tell you what, we have some video here of Rashad and how he goes to the glass. He attacks the glass, and even if he misses the shot, he'll go right back up and get it some more. Now, your great movement inside. Now, give us an idea of what you're looking for when you're charging up the paint.
Well, I just want to try to, if the basket ain't going in the hole, if the ball ain't going in the hole, I want to try to make sure that I can get it or something and just put it back in the hole.
Rashad was 11 of 14 from the free throw line. Coach, you guys were spectacular on the free throw line at one point, 14 in a row.
Well, we've been a good free throw shooting team all year. Rashad's got his confidence at the line, and that's very important because he gets there a lot.
Guys, congratulations. We'll see you in the championship game tonight. Congratulations, guys. Have a great rest here this afternoon. So it'll be Carbondale and Peoria Manual for the boys Class AA State Basketball Championship of Illinois. And we'll be back to tell you more about that, as well as preview the Class AA Slam Dunk Spectacular. That's next as we change up. This word from our network sponsor, Country Companies.
Welcome back to Champaign. 70-54 the final score. Carbondale knocks off LaGrange Lyons. Right now the play of the game, and Kenny, we'd be remiss, I think, if we didn't include a play that had both Rashad Tucker and Troy Hudson involved.